and it was just too big for the bathroom. So I just cut it down into a single door because it was a double door.
Oh, that is nice.
And then now it used to be in the middle, and I found this thing because I didn't want it in the middle for a single door.
Oh, that's great.
So I just went and bought a knob.
That looks good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Except I lost one of the...
Oh.
I had them all. I don't know where they went. And I went to finish it up, and all of a sudden it's like, well, I missed one.
Oh well.
I'm.
I love the paint. You can tell you're a professional painter. You
Well,
can
I
tell
spray
it.
painted that.
Yeah, I
because of
know.
all that.
Yeah, I
If I
know.
brushed it, I'd gum it all. You know,
It turned out good.
all the corners would be. It's just because all I got in there was a mirror. I don't have a medicine cabinet. So I'm just gonna stick that on the wall to put all your
So-
aspirin bottles and what have you.
The first thing I notice when I come in is how everything's so clean and reconfigured.
Oh, when I got done with the bathroom, this place was completely trashed. I had boxes of stuff sitting around for months that I finally got around to putting in. I had just a pathway you could walk through here. And then after I got done, I'm like, well, I gotta clean it up a little bit.
It looks so. It looks like more like a home now.
Get this out.
She got that
You
a
too?
while ago.
Really?
Yeah, I was upset because it wasn't the old one. I got it just after when they went to shut.
Yeah, she got upset.
She doesn't get upset.
Well, I think it slipped out of your hand is what happened.
Yeah.
No, I have video footage of me punching it. Because the old one used to be a big plastic engraved thing, and now it feels so light and cheap. I hate it.
It's a,
I worked for 10 years to get that one, and then no, the other one. I wanted the other one. I hate that one. I worked for 10 years on that one, and then this one is like
Well, the
garbage.
first thing you're going to notice, and you probably won't remember this, but I had this old crappy hollow core door that was all just shredded to pieces.
You know when like the Luan's coming apart?
yeah.
So that was the first thing to go. Those doors that she brought over, I kind of refurbed one of
The ones
those.
we got that had were eaten by bunnies. The ones that were at the
So that's
trash.
the first thing is a decent door here now.
That looks good. Holy, the last time I saw this was bare.
Just
floor.
shredded apart.
Oh,
There's my expensive shower surround.
man.
I love this shower. Oh, I love this bathroom now. It's an oasis to the whole house. One last comment about that heating. I plan on doing the whole floor. And they always say, well, you don't really need to put it where you're not walking.
Yeah.
I'm putting it everywhere. I love this shower. Oh, I love this bathroom now. It's an oasis to the whole house.
I mean, I look at this juxtaposition. That.
And it gives you an idea of what I can do with the rest of the house. Brand new toilet with bidet attachment. Hey, I tell you what, the first time I used that, it was a little weird, but you walk away clean as a whistle.
And you have a door going into your bedroom.
And then Renault brought over this door, and because I was left with a door-shaped hole. It wasn't even framed out, it was just the ends of the latch sticking there. So I had to make all of this, Bought that, of course, and all this, but like the wall ceiling, that's all original plaster yet. I just fixed all the cracks.
Really?
Hey, remember that giant
Oh, yeah.
hole? There was a giant ass hole there because it leaked. And then there was another one over here. Just not quite as big as that one.
Wow.
And I made the mistake of, I tore all the old plaster out because it was falling out anyway. And I thought, the plaster guys, they just stick it right in there on the plaster. So that's what I'm going to do with the drywall compound. Which you can do, but I quickly learned that that's a quick way to burn up all your drywall compound. So every hole after that, I put a piece of drywall in there. Just so I didn't have to use so much
You did a
material.
great job of passion. They say the hardest finish to do is smooth finish like this. And
Well,
this looks good.
I dug out all the cracks pretty good because they say that relieves all the pressure on it. And then I fixed it from there. Oh, hey, in-floor heating.
Oh, wow.
I gotta buy a circuit breaker yet because it has to be on its own circuit.
Dedicated.
But that's the only thing left. I got the wire going through here.
And it smells nice in here too. It smells.
Yeah, it's all brand new.
You did the grouting and everything?
Yep. Well, I did the floor and I tried to find 3/4 spacers. I couldn't find any anywhere. And the time I had allotted myself for doing the job was at hand. So I'm like, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna eyeball it. And I wish I had.
But you,
Because you can see
you did
it
okay
ain't
though.
perfect.
Nah,
So when I did this one, I really took my time. And I mean, I had plumb lines and level lines, and it was all about that corner, getting that corner straight. And then everything else just went off of that. So that one worked out a lot better. And then when I got to this corner, I hadn't thought about it. Because I bought these to kind of tie off into the wall.
Oh, but a double bull's nut or whatever they call that.
Yeah, but I didn't have anything for that. So I'm like, oh hell, what am I gonna do? Renault's got coasters out there that were the right color, and I thought, maybe, a decorative piece. And then I decided I'll just take one of these and cut it so that I have the angle on both sides. So I did that for both corners.
Oh, nothing can be slammed in here.
Oh, nothing can be slammed.
Yeah.
Love that.
Isn't these two?
No, those are just regular drawers.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll ignore that then. Nothing can be slammed.
No, you can't say that.
Yep, it's all, I've been using it. This is the tough kind of stuff where you got a dozen things weaving together, I even kind of cut that, beveled that back because I thought it would look better than a straight, So, I mean, it's not professionally done. I'm just a guy. And I just cleaned up the window and scrubbed it. Well, no, this was here when I moved in. Yeah. But it doesn't stay up. Like the spring system is all shot.
Is that your neighbors?
That's the neighbors. Yeah. The first curtain. Been waiting to put a curtain up in here. Here's the first one right here.
You did a great job of painting.
Yeah. You can tell you're a professional painter because you know how to do stuff.
New light and the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
I put this outlet in. I had to put that light switch in because one night I got done working for the day and I thought I'm gonna go in and just look around. And I walked through that door and my hand automatically went like that and I realized, shit, I don't have a light switch.
Oh.
Because the idea is to come from the bedroom in the middle of the night.
I see that too.
Yeah. So then I'm like, shit. So I had to turn a regular switch into a three-way.
Oh,
And
yeah.
buy the wire, I had to run new wire and disconnect and reconnect and put new switches in. Interesting thing about three-way switches that I never knew. Regular switches will say on and off. The three-way switches don't say that.
Oh,
Because
right.
on or off could be either way. Yeah.
I like that.
And then I thought about the toilet paper holder. I thought, you're gonna have to reach way back. Yeah. So I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna get a stand.
Oh yeah, and also, how's the bidet?
Oh, the bidet is. It's the first time I never used the bidet before.
I've never.
And the first time I used it, it was a little weird. But you walk away clean as a whistle. You do.
So,
That's the power flush too. Because the piping from here, it runs this way down the house, takes a right turn, and then goes to the main outlet. But there's not a lot of slope on it because it's running such a long way. So I thought a power flush might help just kind of push things along a little bit, And in fact, that's the only piece of piping in this entire bathroom that stayed where it was. Everything else had to be moved. They had an original vanity like right here, and all the pipes were coming up through the floor. So I had to move them over here. I brought them up through the wall, and I had to rerun everything. They had the tub sort of right here, and then they tore that out, cut a hole. I think it's because the old lady was living here, and I think they made this passway from her bedroom to make it easier for her. And when we started,
oh yeah, because they have the ramp, so they must have done it because she was in like a wheelchair or something.
And when we started, all there was an empty room and a broken toilet. And by broken, I mean like somebody smashed it with a hammer. Remember that?
Yeah.
That old thing
Like, why would they remove the doors and bust the toilets? Just to wreck
I think
it.
they did it because they were afraid of squatters. Because upstairs, they took the toilet right out.
I never thought about
and
that.
And then they broke this one, so there was no chance of using a toilet. Even if you were to pour buckets of water in it, you couldn't.
I never really thought about that. But like to take all the doors out though, that's weird.
Well, when my dad was renting out the house in Panama,
Maybe they took the doors.
The renters just tore everything up. They just smashed it and everything for some reason. So this looks good.
I am really happy with it. It's so nice to be able. I haven't. It took me 2.5 years. I've been here for 2.5 years, and I had just now starting to take. I haven't taken a shower in 2.5 years. It's all been the bathtub upstairs, And boy, it's nice just to get in, get out. And I love this. you know, the nice corner setup.
Yeah.
And I put the red guard behind there for the waterproofing and everything.
This looks
So,
really good.
Yeah. This was the only cheap item I bought. Because I still need another towel holder somewhere. I'm just not sure where to put it. But I'm like, no, there's enough room for a ring here. And I went to Walmart and bought a cheap mainstay one.
Oh, wow.
And I should have bought a Better Homes and Garden one, because at least that's some quality. But yeah, I knew as soon as I got done it was going to be hot weather and I wasn't going to, you know.
I'll have to come out in winter so I can
And I'm just
experience
keeping
it.
this on to just keep it, you know, getting dirty.
Less
It's all programmable. You
less
can have
to
it
clean.
turn on in the middle of the night so it's warm in the morning or whatever.
So, you know, I was thinking, I still have a bunch of footage left over from whenever we were doing stuff in December. So how about we stop the video there, and then we show footage of all that stuff.
Yeah, however you want to do it.
Yeah. So, hope you guys enjoy this video and watch the rest of it. How, like, where we were when I last was here.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
So what happened?
Well, I was doing the wiring. Hey, flip the light on.
Woo!
Look at, isn't that nice?
Ah,
All brand new switch. The
that
other-
isn't nice, but oh well.
Yeah, here's the box for the
Let me set this down.
Thermostat for the in-floor heating, because it's got to be on its own separate circuit. And then while I was at it, I was like, it had one of those metal boxes,
Yeah.
and the whole thing was all cockeyed and loose, and the switch was all loose.
Landlord architecture.
Yep, so that's just rock solid now. That's rock solid. Here's where I fucked up. Here's my GFCI. And I got it tapped off of that outlet, which had another one of those metal boxes that was all loosey-goosey. So I'm like, I'm just going to rip it out and put a new one in. Well, what I did is I bought 14 gauge wire. I made myself a little access hole to make it running. Because all I got is a piece going to that box, which is for the vanity light.
Yeah.
And it's running down to this outlet. So there's one piece. And then the other piece is just from here to that outlet. And that's it. But I bought 14 gauge wire because I thought, all I'm doing is lighting a light and an outlet. And I figured that would be enough. Well, I did some more research on the matter and found out that it's too small. You can only use 14 gauge wire if you're running on a circuit of 15 amps or less.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, well, shit, what do I have? So I went down the basement and looked. Sure enough, it's a 20 amp circuit.
I mean, it would be fine, but if someone's ever looking at it or whatever, it could be a problem. Or if you, for some reason, running a hairdryer off of it or whatever.
If you overload it too much, the wire is going to get hot before the circuit breaker flips. And you can't have that house would be up in smoke. So I got to take this out. Because I didn't realize that when I bought it, but I am glad I looked into that. Yeah.
And next year I plan to add wiring to my work. I mean, I have an extension cord going to my workshop. I am effectively going to just make the end of that extension cord really complicated by having outlets and stuff.
Right.
But I can use that wire in the workshop to go link to link.
Yeah, as long as it's under 10 amps or 15 amps, you're fine. In this case, if I'd have went downstairs and the breaker said 15 amps, I'd have been like, great, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But it's 20, which means it's got to come out. I didn't know that. A lot of stuff I'm doing here is learning to it, you know. But I am so glad I looked more into that. Because I would have hated to have finished the wall and then discovered I got to tear it off.
A lot of those rules are made for a reason.
Yeah. Because now,
Fires or whatever.
To change it now, big deal. Everything's all opened up. It's going to be a piece of cake, really. And it's just two little short runs, so. But, like, the plumbing is in, wiring's all in. Now, there's the right wire.
Yeah.
12 gauge. 12-2, and I bought 14-2. And 2 is just 2 wires with a ground wire. So,
Okay.
You know.
So it's for single phase.
Yeah, but the big number here is 12.
I actually didn't know that's what that meant.
But that's what I should have put in. And that's what I did put in over here. I was smart enough that I bought the 12 gauge for this. So I ain't got to mess with nothing there. I just got to replace those 2 little short runs. Well, hey, should we show everybody the... I want to do blown-in insulation. Because the house has nothing. And even if I don't fill every fucking square inch, something is going to be better, way better than nothing.
Yeah.
So
And I had that leftover insulation from my workshop.
Right,
So we already have a couple hundred, like 100 pounds of stuff.
So we already brought some over that I'm gonna use. And how do I get it in? You can rent the blowers, but I need it for a long period of time. So I seen a guy on YouTube make one out of an old like Kirby style vacuum motor. And you just happen to have one that I got from you.
It was actually a Royal that I couldn't get it undone. And I got annoyed, so I just removed all the stuff you didn't need.
Yeah.
I found it in the trash, so it was free.
So I made sort of a homemade type blower setup,
Let's
but I
see it.
still need a hose.
Yeah.
But that's it, and it's out here.
Okay.
And and we walked right by it.
Oh!
So I took.
Oh, it's a trash can!
I took.
Is this the trash can from the woods that we found?
It is. I cut a hole.
Oh, this is great!
And that black gaskety thing, that is actually from the bottom of.
Oh, this is great. I love this.
The bottom of one of these cans.
Oh my God.
I cut it off.
That's a perfect flange.
I had a hole saw, and I did it to sort of just add some more meat in there for the bolts to grab to.
I am so glad that works, because I mean the thing is,
Yep. So the idea being, I may cut this down because I'm pretty sure if I were to fill this, it would clog right up.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to cut it down and then dump it in there and just slowly feed it in.
Are you gonna do that thing where you put a wire so it?
Well,
turns it up?
I was gonna do that, and I was hoping there would have been a hole.
I think you have to drill.
But if
it,
I
so.
wrap something around it, it's just gonna spin. You know, there's
Yeah.
nothing really to grip it to turn it.
I'll weld it.
Could do that.
Pop it.
Yeah, I was thinking about having some sort of spiky thing in there, so while it's spinning, it kind of loosened up the shit as it sucks through. But the only thing left is to get some sort of hose to go from there up to the wall to shoot it into the wall. That's the only thing
I can't
left.
recall if it came with the hose or not.
I like that it's that size. That's pretty big.
So I think it did come with a hose, but I found this in the trash, and then I decided to film a restoration video, and I got it undone, and then I couldn't get, like, all these nuts were just totally frozen on there.
I got them. I took most of it apart.
No, I couldn't get the rotor out though.
Oh, okay.
So like the impeller was frozen on there and stuff. So there became a point where I couldn't fix the brushes or whatever. So I got really annoyed. And
Well, does it work?
it works. Yeah. Here, let's plug. You didn't try it?
No, I haven't turned it on or nothing. But
If not, we could just use my Kirby.
to get those bolts in there, though, I had to take the front off.
Yeah.
And there's a little recessed spot in
Yep,
there. Well,
yep.
I found screws that would fit in there. But
Really?
they were round head, and they stuck above it. So I'm like, well, the rotor's going to hit that. So I just took the sander, sanded those things down flat so that it turned smoothly without hitting anything. I might need another wrap
Yeah.
to get to an outlet. Let's see. Oh, we got one right over here.
This is off.
I can reach it.
I'm always afraid of touching the prongs in American plugs. Woo! I can feel that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, that's got a lot of power.
Yeah.
That should easily blow.
Should we throw some junk mail in there?
Oh, to,
Nah, it's okay.
yeah. But, yeah,
You know,
it's a super simple idea. It gets sucked in there, blowing through the tube and into the wall.
The best thing is that you don't get shocked, because I've had ones where you get shocked. I got shocked by vacuum cleaners too much.
Well, I see that it's got a ground plug.
I know. It's perfect for this.
Oh.
Well, that is awesome.
Yep, so there's the...
I like that you duct tape the bottom of it too, just to seal it. Because it's all.
Oh, the can
Yeah.
I did. Because, yeah, there was holes in the can. 2 big holes here. So I took that Gorilla duct tape.
Oh yeah.
And I cleaned it, and then I put it on there and heat gunned it. And that Gorilla tape, it like shrinks down.
Really?
Yeah, and gets
Oh.
super fucking sticky.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. It wasn't really sticking, and I thought, well, it's a little cold. It's not really sticking. I'll throw a little heat on there just to warm up the glue. And all of a sudden, it formed right around all these curves and everything.
Well,
So, yeah.
well, shit. Now I know another trick of the trade.
And I discovered that by accident. but easily to drag around, and
Oh, this is awesome.
that'll save me from having to rent one like multiple times. 'Cause
Yeah.
this now I can just leave set around and use whenever I want. Don't have to worry about returning nothing.
What did you say?
Some new Spider-Man movie came out, I guess.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh, hey, I guess
Remember-
before I should touch that.
Remember? Oh, turn it off. Yeah.
Oh, hey, another interesting thing I discovered while doing this wiring. This outlet
Different circuit.
is on a circuit with the refrigerator outlet.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is this house too?
So I can turn that off, but yet that'll still work. That outlet will still work, and if I switch off the breaker for that outlet and this switch, it also shuts off the outlet in my bedroom.
It's like playing fucking Twister.
See, at some point I'm gonna go through, make a map,
Yeah.
and try to rearrange the wires
Because
so they're a little more.
somebody might turn that off, and then not realize it's not turning that off.
They might turn. Oh, I gotta turn the bathroom off, and they'll
Yeah.
turn it off, and they'll come in and flip the switch and go, oh, okay, the power's off, but yet it won't be off to that one. Yeah, it's a bit like, you know. So.
These are getting saved because they're gonna go back up there.
But then only discovered later on. So here's the one I originally bought.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, GFCI, this will work great. So then I put it in, had it all installed, and didn't even realize I had it all installed. Now, what's wrong with that picture?
Oh gosh, I don't see it right now.
It's white.
Oh.
I'm using like this light almond for everything else.
Oh my god.
Even the faceplate is light almond. This would have stuck out like a sore fucking.
I was so fixated on the electrical, I didn't think about.
Yeah. Well, I didn't either. I had it yesterday. It was all hooked up. This was in there, and then I'm standing back there just kind of looking, and then it dawned on me. I'm like, wait a minute, that's white. It works perfectly fine. It's just
It'll be good for the upstairs bathroom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to do probably white in there, so I'll put it up there. And you know what the worst thing about it to me was?
What?
Is that I love the red and black button, and this one didn't have it.
And it's hard to take it apart to add that.
Yeah.
We could paint it.
I actually thought about that. And then I'm like, fuck it, it'll be fine. So.
If only we had red and black paint.
Oh, yeah. It's the same exact one.
Yeah.
Just different colors.
The red and black is so nice though, because it draws your eye to that. You know that's a safety
and
switch.
It looks cool. And it's got a little light right there that when it's on, it lights up.
Yeah.
Which is even cooler.
Oh, it has a light.
Yeah, this little dot there, that's actually a light.
Is that a green light?
Yeah.
Okay, because
when
I thought I saw it
So
before.
yeah, when it's on, that light is lit.
Oh, they didn't. The ones we had never had that.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and this one had the same thing. So with the little green light and the red and black, I thought it was the coolest thing, but I couldn't use it because I bought the wrong color.
Yeah, oh well.
Fact about those GFCIs is that if I have this circuit running off of that outlet,
Yeah.
if I had put the GFCI right here, anything connected to that after
Would still detect it.
is protected by the GFCI.
Because all it is measuring between the two lines, so it doesn't have to be going through it.
Yeah.
Right?
So like if this was a regular outlet and that was a GFCI, you could plug into it, throw water on it, and if it's shorted out, the GFCI would flip. Anything after that is protected by the GFCI.
I like that.
So people don't know that. Like if I had a whole run of outlets, if you put it in the first one, that protects every other one after that.
That's really cool. I had no idea.
Cool,
yeah.
And I even thought about maybe doing that, switching them just for that. But I kind of like the way this looks.
And not having to go step down to do it.
And people see it and it gives them confidence.
Yeah.
Oh, that's protected. I ain't got to worry about it. And it's code. You have to have a GFCI within, I think, 30 inches of water.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So this has to be a GFCI.
That's kinda
Either there or there, but when you're that close to
Yeah.
water, it's required that you be a GFCI. Thought that was interesting.
It is.
All right, I'm going to continue disassembling.
I'm going to continue cleaning. Actually, you still want these because these are
you know, I'm not going to need all of those, but for now, I'll save them and we'll...
No, I mean, it's these wedges that you bought.
Oh, those I definitely need.
Yeah. 'Cause I was like, hey, wait a minute, that's not garbage. That's a product.
Oh, check it out from my hole saw cutting.
Yeah. No cinder hole.
Yeah, because I lost the damn bit in the...
Somewhere in
It's
there.
in the wall somewhere, yeah. And then I went back to the hardware store to get a new one. They were all sold out.
Oh, everyone else did the same thing. You don't need this, do you?
No, that's garbage. The whole amperage wire size.
Well, you'll never forget it.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Well, here's another good tip.
Yeah?
What I'm going to do is from now on, if I do any electrical wiring at all, it's just going to be 12 gauge.
Yeah.
And then you ain't got to fucking worry about, you know, what size breaker you have. Just use 12 and be done with it.
You're drilling a lot of holes, buddy.
Oh, maybe I didn't tell you about this.
Oh?
Interesting thing when I was running this wire.
Yeah?
When you said you had to drill so many holes. And there's a reason for that. Because, well, there's the stud.
Yeah.
And it runs down here, right?
Yeah.
And that's the stud for it.
Weird,
so I'm
weird.
thinking, oh, all I got to do is drill a hole. I'll get over to this cavity, and I'll have my wire. So I'm got the wire going through, and dipping it down. I'm like, well, why isn't it coming out anywhere? There's another stud.
Oh
right
my God.
here.
Was it like a doorway here or
I
something
don't
weird?
know. So
a
there's
window?
one right there. There's one right here that I had to drill another hole through. As you can see right there. And then here's the other stud. So there's one right here, and one right there.
Well, you have a lot to mount to if you ever put a thing on there.
Why? I don't know what's going on there. So then I had to drill through this other one I didn't know about.
That's kind of stupid.
This one here, and then finally I'm into my box. As you can see, I was going to put the box on the other side of this. And here's the outline of where the vanity is going to be. And the mirror I want was like real close, and I thought, that's a little close. So I thought, well, I'll just put the box on the other side of the stud, which is what I did.
Well, you got there in the end.
Yep. So, but I mean, I don't know where all these, why all...
Typically everything has a history. It's weird.
Yeah. Typically they're 16 inches on center. This one is what?
6 inches.
6 or 8 inches. I don't know why, but there it is.
You say you have more interesting information on outlets and plugs?
I do. Let me get this off. If you'll notice on these plugs, same thing with light switches.
Yeah.
One side's got like these bronzy type screws, and the other side has like chromy, silvery screws.
I was wondering about that. What is the reason for that?
The reason for that is black wire is always your hot wire. That's the one carrying the power.
Because this is actually like, this is the power split between multiple wires, and so you only have like half the AC in one wire, and the other one's like a neutral. Or whatever.
Right. Black wire always carries the power and always goes to the bronzy screws.
So it's just for identification? That's just all?
Always.
Okay, cool.
Yep. The white wire is the neutral, always goes to the chromy, silvery screws.
Yeah.
Always. Switch, outlet, doesn't matter. And of course, the ground is pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
But yeah, power always to the bronzy screws.
You know, I'm gonna be honest.
Always to the.
I'm not always that great with live and neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like it's weird because the American system is it's actually like it's 240 but split between like 3 wires. It's weird.
240 or 220 actually. It's actually 220.
Well, depend. Well,
Right here.
Well, it depends on where you are.
110 circuit. 220.
Well, my power is 240 and 120
Well,
when you measure it, because
okay.
we're closer to the power
You
plant.
could call it, yeah, whatever. But like a 220 or 240 circuit, it's just 2 110 or 120 lines. That's all it is.
Well, conversely, one of our lines is only half the power we're getting because the wave is split between 2 wires.
Well, that's why, like,
because I think in Europe they actually have the
wire has what? 4 wires? Yeah, 2 hot.
Yeah, 1 neutral and then one ground. Yeah, because we have it split across 2. That's why we can separate it. I think in Europe they don't have the neutral. They just have it across 2 wires, so they have more potential, but it's more difficult to split it down. Just a different way to do it.
This is the 12 gauge,
and
that's the 14 gauge I gotta get rid of. You can see that it's just lighter.
Yeah.
Lighter wire, not for this application.
It's like what, 10% smaller or whatever.
Yeah. So I can get it.
Well, you need to use that to run it back up through there?
Well, I might. I'm gonna see if I can take this box back out.
Oh, okay. That works.
But boy, those screws were fucking tight. Can I get it loose enough to get that out? I don't know. Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. Look at that.
Because this is like a retrofit box.
It goes in the side there.
Yeah, it just screws. Has these built-in screws.
So 2 of those.
Yep, I'll take those out. And I made myself a little access hole to make it easier. Because, I mean, why not?
You really need it, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, and I thought at this point, the way it is,
Oh, making a big mess again.
another hole to make it easier ain't gonna do much more harm, you know. Got all this plaster work to do anyway.
You want your drill? Yeah, I might strip it out. Nice.
Take that one out. Do you want?
Yeah.
Well, here. Take that, add it to this. Because this is what was left of that 14 gauge that I
Nice.
didn't use.
Because I'm going to be running wiring like this for the lighting in my workshop. Which is like 200 watts. Not much at all.
Now, I'm going to get that other one out. Oh, it's way better in here now.
Yeah.
I was just tripping over shit yesterday. Get through there now.
I totally forgot about my step stool idea I was going to make for Etsy. I totally forgot about that. And then lumber prices went crazy.
I heard they're going back up again.
Yeah. It's a shame, but oh well. Yeah, you're right, but it's kind of a one-way street.
Yeah. There. Okay. Okay, there's the other one. That's
Thank
all
you.
of the old wire that I should have never put in.
It's like what, 2 days old?
Yeah, it's all brand new. But technically, I did have that circuit fired up.
Yeah, yeah.
So there was juice running through there.
Where's the back? Oh, I put it in here, right.
I'm just gonna sleep a lot better knowing that my fucking wall ain't gonna start on fire. Now, I'm gonna steal a little bit of your wire.
Take as much as you want.
Shouldn't need too much. 2 short runs. Now, let's see if I can get her back through as easily as I did.
That's what I worried about.
Let's see. Because I didn't have any of those boxes in place when I ran this originally, so. Let's see. Yes. if I remember right, I just ran down until it was front of that hole.
And then you grab
I was
it.
able to grab it and pull it through
Yeah,
that
yeah.
hole. So that's what I'm trying to do again.
I'm gonna try to grab it with the snips.
Okay.
See if that'll work. Probably won't. But we can try. Weird.
Well, it's a little harder with this box in place now.
And oh, because it's probably hitting the back of the lats. Once you get it down there. It's getting all bound up in there. It's like right there, but it's just, I think it's sticking on the lats on the back. Oh, there it is. I see it.
See it?
Yep. It's just barely like right over here. So.
Can I try twisting it to get it over? There a little further. Can you see it enough to like?
Here, look at the camera.
Oh, okay.
See the camera?
Oh, there it is. I can see it.
Yeah.
Okay. We need like a hook tool.
Where's that wire that you had that was all twisted up? It was like on the ground or something like that. You had like a welding rod that was twisted up.
Well,
I saw it somewhere. There's a top to a thing. I don't know. I saw it somewhere. Here it is.
Oh, you know what that is?
Yeah.
That's your tool you made.
Yeah, for the trailer hitch.
Yeah. Let's just put a bend in there and.
See, I saw it somewhere.
Yeah. Here,
I thought like, hey, that's a welding rod.
I'll put a bend in it and give it to you and see if you can't hook her onto her. And
You know, pliers right there.
where? Oh yeah, I know I had a pair in here.
That'd be perfect.
See if you can't grab that fucker. I can wiggle it around a little bit, I guess. You know.
No, just let me see if I can. Got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Gotta bend this wire.
Or...
Here, let me see if I can. Okay, now you get the pliers. Get off that. You get the pliers, and we pull it through. See it there? We're gonna lose that wire in the wall.
I can see her perfectly. Can you see it? Gotta go up.
Now I can see it through the viewfinder. There we go. There we go.
Keep going up.
Oh wow, it really is like
way past.
est in there.
Okay. Oh, we're getting there. Right. Okay, now come down. Okay, a little more. Right there. We're through.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, I can grab it from there.
I'm glad I remember that little wire.
Okay, there it is.
What a pain in the ass that extra stud is.
Yeah, don't know why it's there, but there it is.
Here, I'll pull on it.
Well, that's more than enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the box
Didn't know if you
is
wanted to
right
go
here,
further.
So. Okay, that's enough for that run. Now, let me put this back through the box.
What's in the box?
And then I'll recenter. That's nice about that.
Yeah, I like that.
Because there's my center line.
So is that like a thing they actually sell? It's like a...
Yeah. Because you can get several different kinds. You can get the kind that goes right to the stud. Which I would have gotten, but mine was off of that a little bit, so I had to go this route.
That's so cool.
Get through there now.
Yeah, it turns out that wire works fine down there. We're going to ignore what just happened, but just know that we already have this wire that is that length, but now also fits there.
What? Nothing happened?
No, nothing happened. We just...
Hey, look at that. It's perfect length.
I know, and
for that run.
and we happen to have a trial run of getting it through there. No, I mean, no.
That was practice.
Yeah. Well, now let's do that for real.
Okay. Get this all as straight as I can. See anything?
Well, not yet, but I'll feel it. Oh, now I got it. But I don't have it just yet.
Can you see it?
I do. Here, just you stop and just having a hard time hooking it around it for some reason. Yeah, I can't hook around it. You want to give it a shot?
Sure.
I don't know. Maybe that hook's too hard or something.
I didn't even see it. Oh, wait a minute. I got it.
You got it now?
Same deal. Pull up slowly.
Okay.
I'm right on it. Hang on. Okay.
Oh, you might not be around it.
I'm around it. There we go. Okay. Well, hang on. Let me reposition. Okay. Pull up.
Oh, man.
Oh, right there.
Pliers?
Not yet.
Go a little more?
Hang on. Don't touch it yet. I'm in a very precarious spot here.
You know, I bet I could just reach right in and get it. You want me to?
Come down. No, hang on. Get your hand out of there. Okay, now come down. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, we can just come down, right?
Yeah, well, let me make sure I'm... There we go. Okay, there we go. There it is. Got it. Okay, we keep going this time.
It's the first time. I got a full fist of it now. I got her. Is that pretty good?
Oh, yeah, that's... Actually, I'm going to pull it back because we don't really need that much.
Yeah. We sure this time?
Possibly. There.
Now that's ready for next year's workshop upgrades.
See, there's the pigtail I had to put on. Before, I had both of these two ground wires from the
So
two
that's ground,
wires.
right?
Yeah. I had both of them onto this one screw.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
So I wire nutted them all together so I have one pigtail coming off.
Nice.
So that's taken care of. I actually did the same thing up here, which I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm fixing it all the right way. I might as well go full bore on it.
You never know when a little thing done wrong like this might just bite you in the butt.
Yeah, because once this is done, I want to be able to walk away, not come back to have to fuss with this or fuss with that. So then and then here, that's all broken away. So I'm going to shoot a little like construction adhesive just to kind of reattach those, and then
That'd be
I'll
good.
get all spackled over. But there's a lot of places I'm going to have to squirt glue here and there. Because as I was saying, the GFCIs are specific to where the power goes in and the power goes out. It'll say right on there, line and load. That's my line, that's my load. So the line has to go on these top ones. Can't go on the bottom ones.
Okay.
It just has to be.
Because otherwise it would be detecting what's on the other side, not on this side. And what's on the other side is just a bunch of stuff.
Loosen that a little bit. Get in there. There we go. I think I can pinch that a little more. There we go. Just a squeezer around that screw a little bit.
Just a smush, a skosh, a smidge.
You're nice and tight. Okay. Now I know that the other black one goes here because that's, like we said earlier,
the out.
The bronzy screw always gets the power. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. Let me think about this. Because
So this is going
I got
down.
that light switch to put in here. Now that takes...
Will that be on the live?
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. That's the load, so that goes to the light switch.
Okay.
I forgot about my light switch. Well, let's finish this whole side here.
Yeah.
I know that the neutral goes on the other side for sure. Open that up a little bit. I need one with tool belts.
Oh, that's a good idea. Hey, there's that company in town that makes them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like Hammer or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
Not sure what the prices are.
I bet they're pricey.
Yeah.
Handmade leather tool. Squeeze that around a little bit.
I think they came from Wisconsin, didn't they?
Oh, I don't know, did they?
I think so. I remember they moved here recently. I'm not sure why. Did they get run out of town or something?
Okay, so there's the line. Here's the load. Now, let's see, I got to come off of that with a separate wire. What am I looking for? My wire strip.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I was trying to figure out what you were looking for. That is a cool pair of wire strippers. I've never seen a pair like that. I've seen quite a few pairs of wire strippers too.
They, my buddy bought these for me. Matt Co Tools.
I have I've heard of that brand before.
Yeah, big time automotive company.
Oh, okay. I have ones that are like that, but it's like configured differently, where it's like taller. That's more like a gun, like a staple gun, or staple remover.
Okay, I got to come off of the load, off of the load, and then that will go to the switch.
Okay.
And then this one will go to the switch.
And then the white one will go right
The white
on
one
the
will go
GFCI.
right to the other side of the GFCI.
Okay.
And then I tie all the grounds up.
Okay.
Because the power will come out, comes in here, out there, into the switch here, and then out of the switch here into the line that goes to the light.
But the electrons go that way into that switch there, backwards to the GFCI.
Well, I guess technically, right?
Yeah. Although
electricity travels from negative to positive.
Although actually, I guess this is AC, so it does go negative. It's not just like pulse DC. It is actually negative. So okay.
We are dealing.
My
with
joke.
DC here.
My joke would only work with DC. Oh well.
But
Still, it's funny
still
to think
good
about.
job.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, that was a good flip there with your screwdriver.
Yeah.
You got the expert moves.
And you've got, you got your power and your neutral and your grounds, but when you go to a switch, that's it. There's nothing on the other side. It's just
And
that
it's not
ground.
it's not a double throw one or double pole or whatever. It's a single pole, single
now
throw.
This is the neutral for the load, which goes right there.
I can hold that for you. Here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just start holding this stuff for you.
Straighten that out.
Those solid core wires are such a pain to work with sometimes, but they're good for conducting. It's just not good for moving.
Open up my loop a little bit. Maybe a little more. Get in there. There we go.
Perfect.
I want to get everything nice and tight.
Got the grunt of a torque wrench grunt.
Yeah. So now,
Wanna
pliers. I just want to straighten these ends out a little bit.
you want a wing nut or wire nut?
I'm going to have to do
A dual one.
2 wires on 1 nut because
You can't do 4 with
I
one
can't
nut.
do 4 with that wire
Yeah,
nut.
that's what I was thinking.
Which, I guess the next size up would have been those big red ones or something.
Yeah.
You know, we were looking at them, but.
Then they had the blue ones with like for 6 wires. Like, oh my god.
Okay, well, let me think on this. Because I can.
Oh, we need 3 and then 2.
Well, because I gotta have a ground there, but then they have to be connected.
Yeah.
Because otherwise the ground would stop at the switch
So,
and not continue on.
You almost have to connect these and then Y off and then Y again.
Right, which is why I was trying to do 4. Because I
Yeah.
would have had 2 coming up.
So you're gonna need like,
So I'm going to need to do.
It's gonna be like a little daisy chain type thing. That's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Should we see about soldering it instead?
Wait a minute. I need a little longer wire. Because what I'm going to do. Well, wait a minute. How long is this one? Can that reach? Maybe that'll reach. Because I need
You're just gonna
to.
bridge it between the 2?
Yeah.
Can you put 2 on there?
Well, I'm going to have to put 2 on one of these. One will have 1, and the other one will have 2.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna use this to double it up. Should you do that? I guess it's for the ground, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, right. It's just, I'm not really so concerned because it is just the ground.
Yes, yeah. It is GFCI.
Okay, so let's see. Let's do 2
Since it's GFCI,
on this one.
it also, it wouldn't need like, because doesn't the GFCI also detect across the ground too? So it's more like a signal wire just to tell it to turn off. Or maybe it does just go to the neutral. I just only detect between these 2.
Oh, did you know, and I found
No,
this
I didn't,
out,
probably.
that I found this out in like all my electrical research, that if you have a GFCI, say you got an old house with no ground, just the 2 wires, and you don't have a ground, the GFCI will still work.
Oh, okay.
You don't necessarily
So
have
so
to
it
have
is
this.
so it can be just comparing between those 2 wires.
What?
So it can be that it'll function just off comparing
Right,
between the 2 wires.
right, yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Because then
And though, but,
Yeah.
the GFCIs, and I actually have them in the box, they come with a bunch of stickers. And if you don't have a ground, say you have old wiring, it comes with a sticker that you're required to put on the front of the thing saying
Oh, okay.
no equipment ground or whatever they call it.
yeah.
But
That's a good idea.
But it will still work as a GFCI.
So so pretty much all it does, if you're acting as the ground, I don't know, like the power is coming through the water or whatever, it'll know that this is taking out more than it's coming back in through here. So this is not adding up.
However it works, it does still work. There it is, put back
Nice.
together with the right wire this time.
It was worth it to spend the day on that.
Oh, totally was. So, we need to test it out. So let's go this way.
Okay.
And we'll flip that
This way.
Might as well get a breaker flip in here. See, here's the funny thing about that outlet. It's on this circuit with the refrigerator. This one here is the rest of the bathroom for some reason. There's the microwave.
Nice.
Okay, so let's go back up and see what we got. It didn't immediately flip the breaker, so that's a good sign.
Yes.
Okay. Grab my two. Okay, we got power back to the outlet.
Good.
Got power to that one. I got this one turned on. You can see the little green light.
Oh, I love it.
Power to our switch. There's the other side of the switch. And then to the light that will eventually be going.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
There it is.
Nice.
All with the right, all that job for the right size wire. Now I can sleep good at night, not knowing.
I like that.
Yeah. So now that's it. Wiring is done. Do we tell everybody this is where the thermostat's going to be?
You just did.
It has to have its own power box.
Yeah.
Its own dedicated line. It cannot be on a circuit with any other thing. And that's what it looks like. So that gets mounted.
That's an expensive thing.
Yeah, that gets mounted in the box.
Mounted upside down.
And then you flip it open. There's all your controls.
Is that waterproof for wet hands?
I think it might be.
Yeah, it better be.
Then it'll give you all the information. You can program it. It's all programmable. But that's going to go right there.
Because
all the that warm tile is going to be so nice.
So that way, when your heater breaks in winter next year, you're going to be sleeping on this floor because it's the only warm thing in your house.
You know, if this stuff...
I'm joking.
This stuff
your furnace is new.
So nice. I've actually kicked around the idea of
putting it everywhere.
Yeah, but that because well, to do this room, which is 63 square feet.
Well, you wouldn't want to do electric for this. The hot water system, like my dad. I think my dad has one in the floors.
That's a whole. I mean, you got all that equipment in the basement, pumps and manifolds and all that.
True.
The nice thing about this,
although his system, the systems I've seen are only like tiny. They're pretty small now. Tankless systems. I don't know.
But to do this room all in was a little over $400.
I wonder, do they sell heated rugs like for the living room?
Oh, I don't know.
That might be a better option.
But they do make these kinds of systems that you can put under rug, linoleum, vinyl. This system I have here is meant for tile and stone.
Yeah.
It has to be encased in cement. I'm gonna do the self-leveling stuff.
Yep.
After I put the wire down, I pour that over it, let that dry, and then tile on top of that. But yeah, it's going to be a spa in here. It's going to be nice.
So is that pretty much it for this video? Should we call it there like this is the electrical?
Yeah, because that's the end of the electrical. Now at this point, I'll clean up a little more and then start patching walls. And then after that, blow some insulation.
Well, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. See ya.
Yeah. One last comment about that heating. I plan on doing the whole floor. And they always say, well, you don't really need to put it where you're not walking.
Yeah.
I'm putting it everywhere. And I was going to put it even right by the toilet. I was just going to run the lines right by there until I was watching a video about a guy talking specifically about running that wire by your toilet. And he made a comment that I had not realized, which is now going to change my plans. I'm not going to put it under the toilet. And his comment was, and I never realized this, is that, you know, that poor porcelain toilets, the water is always ice cold in a toilet.
Yeah.
The toilet, that porcelain is always ice cold, year round. You know, toilets are just cold. His point was, if you run that heated wire there, you're now going to be heating that porcelain, and it's just going to sweat like shit.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, if that's right, it would.
What do you mean sweat?
You got that cold toilet, now you're putting that heat on it, it's just going to sweat like a soda can in summertime. All the water on the outside.
Well, no, the porcelain one, if the porcelain was hot, it wouldn't get wet.
But the porcelain's going to be ice cold.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Are.
So it's the air around it?
Yeah, if you add that heat coming up off the floor, it's just going to make that porcelain sweat.
I could see that, but...
I could totally see that, yeah.
I think air would probably move around a lot more, but yeah.
Because in the summertime, your tanks on your are always sweating.
True.
I can just, you know, the cold air from the winter and then that heat from the floor, it's just going to sweat like shit. So I'm going to just take my wire and bloop. Just bypass the toilet.
You're going to bloop it.
I'm going to bloop it.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah. I kept it up. You can go upstairs and look at it. It's
okay.
dark.
Do you think it goes to this one?
No, I don't think it goes to this one. I think it was part of, you know, those buckets of hardware and stuff you had?
Yeah.
It was in with all those.
Oh, okay, so it's a different house.
I think that is a doorbell cover.
Oh my God.
Don't you think so?
Or
it looks like it's got threads.
Yeah.
I bet that's like that. Obviously to a different doorbell. But that's like this one. This is a wooden one.
Do you want me to clean it up?
Yeah. Because isn't that nice? I bet that if all cleaned up and painted.
It's brass.
I don't think it's too big to fit
well,
on
the threads will take something different, but we can make something custom.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
I seen that and I'm like, that's an old doorbell cover.
I mean, this is the original one, but this is nice.
It's all decorative.
This one's all kind of cracked and broken. And
Yeah.
let's go with that one for now.
This was the
pretty cool.
bargain one. That's the high dollar one.
Yeah. Maybe we can make something like a display thing where you have like you press this to light something up in the house or something.
Antique doorbell covers.